sana, tak upaya bercanda. Pada siapa ku bentangkan tikar cinta. Aku Adam tanpa cinta tak bermakna. Tuhan, terima kasih kerana kau menghayati.
So those were the early days of Datuk Ramli Sarip's foray into music, and since then it's been 5 decades of non-stop performing and creating music, and he's here to share with us his journey through the decades. So you recently got the Lifetime Achievement Award, right?
Yeah.
What does that do for you in terms of reflecting on your whole journey in music?
Thank you very much, because I think it's not an easy thing to go through all this, because our culture here is a bit like art is not so very important during that time. But to me, through art, we can go beyond. I've gone through so many stages, from the days of birthday parties or Malay wedding, beach concert, where we organize our own shows with only the ticket costs about $8 with a drink and a cake, and you can dance all night. We play our music. To me, music is not about enjoyment, but it's more about life. It's about life. It's a so-called, it's fun, but it's a serious fun. During that time, yes, when the band is out of shape, and really the band is everything for you, even your wife, your girlfriend, or your family, it doesn't matter. You just want the band to survive. When the band, they got so-called takes bills to pay, they are married, they got so many responsibilities. So you have to be strong, and you must have a strong so-called belief. And frankly, I have a little bit of talent that I don't know that I have, because I don't think that my talent is good enough, is strong enough. My sacrifice towards music and life is like, I don't care. But one thing that I think that saved me, I'm a bit fortunate and lucky, because I don't get involved in negative, like talking about drugs, drinking, and whatever.
In essence, though, it's essentially your journey, right? It's the hard work you've put into your craft that has brought you to a level that has allowed you to stay this long course. Do you think that is something which is perhaps lacking in a lot of today's talent?
Yeah, there's so many platforms now. You can see, so anyhow, you just can be a producer and record a single if you got money. You even can be a star and a recording artist. You need more, 10 times more than that. Why must you record an album? For what? What's the reason? Are you good enough? Who wants to buy? Who wants to see you? Who wants to, So to me, my philosophy, like, it's a long hard road, but it's a beautiful journey. There is no like feel sad, down, anger. That is very normal. But I try to put all that aside. During that time, I was like, I would like to listen to all this live performance, especially on the LPs, vinyl, Deep Purple, Woodstock, concert for Bangladesh, this George Harrison, Glenn Funk Railroad. I tried to get the spirit, the soul of the concert, even though I have no access or no chance to witness the concert or to attend the concert. And that's why when I see Woodstock, like, it's something so like Hendrix, The Who, and Joe Cocker, Santana, who really inspired me. And that was like, I love something, peace and freedom. So I always carry the banner of peace. to get the freedom, you need to sacrifice. So in the street charity journey, like I will give them the so-called the debut album, the title like Pelarian, and I don't know whether the band knows or they understand, because it's always carry the character of the album.
In that first decade of your journey with Street Charity, right?
Yeah.
That was key. Was there something that stuck out for you that sort of represented that era for you in the music that you were creating?
I think influence in life is very important, but at the same time, you don't get carried away, because if you get carried away, you might lose your identity. You know, frankly, Rod Stewart is one of my idol. Joe Cocker, the style of singing, Led Zeppelin, and even though I'm not the guitarist, but I love Santana tone. I like his feel, his philosophy. This way, I try to absorb everything. During that time, we are working in a bar in Naval Base. When I go on stage, it's 1973, 94, 74. We were invited by an organizer called Ken Musikarama, and I think he only paid us about $250, but we don't care, because I know that when I go to the National Theatre during that time, that is gonna be our first break. So I went to the concert and I see the band like Siglat 5, the Hooks, the Swallows. I see like, wow, this is out of the world, you know. So I said, one day I'll be on stage in the National Theatre and I want to conquer National Theatre. So it's happened in 1973-74. So when there was a rock matinee, during that time was very popular. It started at 2:30 on Saturday, and after work everybody will go, and it's very nice, very beautiful moment. And I still remember we're all black, and the first I go to on stage, and I heard the words go, "Hey, balik kampung lah, Mama." That is very, ayo balik kampung. But I told my guys, don't worry, because we have our weapon, because our showman, our music, we know what really suits for this concert. Because we are a bit, because when you are in Sembawang, you are not staying in Orchard Road, you are not into Orchard Road kind of thing. So it's like suburban areas, but they don't know that we are practicing for months and years. So after the first song, be quiet lah. The crowd like, the second song, the applause is louder, and the third song, everybody like Then the fourth song, I know that this is our time and moment.
So what were the songs that you played there?
Soul Sacrifice from Santana, Rock Steady, I can't remember, Immigrant Song. Yeah, heavy. So with my post, actually my singing is not really that good during that time, I think. But my showman, my presence on stage, like, wow, this guy got style. I think so.
What did that do for you and the band in terms of building confidence?
Okay.
In planning your next step?
Okay, the first Mark 1 Street Charity was like 4 of us, myself, Joe Salim, the late Wahid, and Rahman Sarbani, and then we add in a keyboard player, and they got a kind of offer to perform outside the country and in a better clubs in Orchard Road. I know that I was not into that. I don't really like when people request or ask me what song to sing, and I know that I'm not a commercial guy.
What were the songs that you were trying to develop in that period together with the band? What was the creative process like?
We started playing at the weddings actually. It's very important for me, frankly, because it teach me how to understand the people's feeling. Because in the wedding, we are a rock band, but we still play the local music. At the same time, we play Malay music. Of course, if during the dinner time, we play English numbers. That is where I think the feelings and understanding about people is very important, because when I do concert, I can change instantly. Without the band, I can stop the band. I do something, because if the show is too tense, too tight, you need to loosen up a few things, because to get the blues and the soul, like rock and roll is you need to have the blues. You need to have the blues. If not, it's gonna be very tense and very tight, and as like when you cook something without salt and peppers, it's like that.
Dialah seperti ada anak